So activists, environmentalists, they are currently protesting. So what is their demand? Their demand is for implementation of sixth schedule and statehood for the Union Territory of Ladakh. Okay. So we know that by abrogation of Article 370, the Jammu and Kashmir was divided into Ladakh and also Jammu and Kashmir Union Territory separately. Okay. Statehood was renounced for Jammu and Kashmir, and they were made as Union Territories. So while making Ladakh as a Union Territory, they were not having any legislative assembly also. The legislative assembly is in the Jammu and Kashmir. So this further aggravated those who were staying in the Ladakh region. Okay, so that was one of the by including them in the sixth schedule, they will get additional benefits which they are not having because of which they are demanding or the protest is going on. Okay, so we discussed the what is the context in which we are discussing is activists currently on a protest demanding the implementation of Indian Constitution's sixth schedule and statehood for Union Territory of Ladakh. Okay. So we are discussing the background. We know Ladakh was turned into a union territory without any legislative assembly after the special status of Jammu and Kashmir under Article 370 of the Constitution was revoked by Parliament in 2019. And the erstwhile state was split into UTs of Ladakh and Jammu and Kashmir. Okay. We have discussed the abrogation of 370 and the latest judgment which came, etc., in our current affairs classes in detail. So, as I said, the special status which was given to Jammu and Kashmir through Article 370 was abrogated, and the Jammu and Kashmir state was divided into union territories of Jammu and Kashmir and also Ladakh. Okay. As I said, legislative assembly was present in the union territory of Jammu and Kashmir, which was not there in the Ladakh region. Okay. Ladakh has erupted in protest several times over the past few years amid concerns about the protection of land, resources, employment for local residents, bureaucratic overreach. Okay. Even before the abrogation, if we see, there were protests regarding the natural resources, the use of land, the over indulgence of or overreach of bureaucrats like that. Okay. It is argued that Ladakh is heading towards an uncertain, perhaps destructive future in all name of development. Okay. So there is an argument from the protesters that by all this new changes, there are with the development, there is a fear that this will ultimately lead to destruction of the Ladakh. Okay. Now, it is also demanded that also argued that its natural resources are under attack in the name of large-scale tourism, hydel, and even solar power. We know the location of Ladakh in the Himalayan region. So Himalayas are rich in natural resources. Himalayas are rich in the natural resources, and the importance of Himalayas are one of the major concern regarding the environmentalist or the activist. Okay, that is why they are participating in this one. Okay, so in the name of development, they argue that there will be more tourism, hydel projects, and even solar power projects which will be initiated in the Ladakh region and which will cause destruction of the natural resources. That is their argument. Okay, climate activists have raised serious concerns regarding mining and industrialization in the fragile glacial ecological system of Ladakh. Okay, so as a solution, they are demanding for sixth schedule, inclusion of Ladakh into the sixth schedule. So by inclusion, what will happen? There will be high protection in those areas. Okay. So sixth schedule status is being demanded to protect the high altitude deserts, glaciers, and alpine meadows, which are crucial habitat for rare and endangered species. Okay. So as we said, the Ladakh region is, or the Ladakh is, the environmentalists along with those people who are staying in Ladakh are argumenting for including them in the sixth schedule. Okay. We know Ladakh is rich of natural resources because of its presence or because it is geography. It is located in the Himalayan region. Okay. And another important thing is that there are majorly tribes. Okay. Scheduled tribes are one of the major inhabitants of the region. So the environmentalists or the activists are arguing to include the Ladakh region in the 6th schedule so that the region could be conserved or region could be preserved along with the preservation of the natural people and habitat of the region. Okay. Now, we talked about 6th schedule, right? So, what is the 6th schedule? 6th schedule comes in Article 244. Okay. So, the 6th schedule under Article 244 of the Constitution protects tribal population, allowing for creation of autonomous development councils which can frame laws on land, public health, and agriculture. As I said before, the major inhabitants of the Ladakh region are tribes. So obviously, the tribal conservation is one of the important part of the 6th schedule. That is why they are demanding for making or including the Ladakh in the 6th schedule region. So in which article the 6th schedule comes? Article 244. Okay. So what is the power which is provided by the 6th schedule? 6th schedule provides the formation or creation of autonomous councils who have the power to form or frame laws on land, public health, and agriculture. Okay. Autonomous councils already exist in the regions of Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, and Mizoram. Okay. Already, if we know Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, and Mizoram. Okay. This is important. Don't forget this. Okay. It's Meghalaya and Mizoram. Okay. So Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, and Mizoram. Under the provision of 6th schedule, the governor of the state is empowered to determine the areas or area as administrative unit of autonomous districts and autonomous region. So this is important. Who determines the area as autonomous district or autonomous regions? Governor has the power to determine the area as autonomous district or autonomous regions. Okay. Now, okay. So we have discussed about the 6th schedule. So as we said, 6th schedule, which all states are already included in the 6th schedule? The states are Assam, Tripura, Meghalaya, and Mizoram. These are the 4 states who are included in the 6th schedule. And what is the advantage of a region including region getting included in the 6th schedule is that the under the 6th schedule, the autonomous councils can be formed, and autonomous councils will form or can form the laws on land and of the region. Okay, agriculture, etc. So another important thing which we discussed is it comes under Article 244. Then we discussed that governor has the power to determine the area or areas to be included under autonomous regions or autonomous districts. Remember, it is governor. Okay. 6th schedule and 5th schedule, please make it thorough because it is asked several times in a prelims exam. Okay. Now, we have discussed about the importance of Ladakh region and the protest in the area. Okay. Majorly for including it in the 6th schedule so that the area can be conserved. Okay. So we will be now analyzing regarding the geographic location of Ladakh, which makes it important area. Okay. Area, be it regardless of natural resources or habitat. Okay. So if we consider the location, Ladakh is a larger area in the northern and eastern Kashmir region at the northwestern area of Indian subcontinent. We know where is the location of Ladakh. Okay. So here, if we consider, here we have the Jammu and Kashmir and here we have the Ladakh region. Okay. So in the north and eastern region of the Kashmir, we have Ladakh. Okay. It contains Ladakh Range, which is a southeastern extension of the Karakoram Range and the upper Indus River Valley. Okay, Karakoram Range extends into Ladakh Range, and also it is drained by the Indus River, which starts from, what is the origin point of Indus River? Mansarovar Lake of Tibetan Plateau. Okay, so Ladakh Range is an extension of Karakoram Range and it is drained by the Indus River. Okay. Ladakh is one of the highest regions of the world. Its natural features consist mainly of high plains, deep valleys. The high plain predominates in the east, diminishing gradually towards the west. Okay. It is mainly attributed due to the formation of, initially we know the Himalayas formed in the Jammu and Kashmir region, Greater Himalayas formed in the Jammu and Kashmir region, and which is the reason why the majorly high plains can be seen in that region. Okay. So we said the Ladakh is one of the most or highest regions of the world, and it's consists of high plains and deep valleys, and the high plains decline as we go from towards the west. Okay. In the southeastern Ladakh lies the Rupshu. It's an area of large brackish lake with a uniform elevation of about 13,500 feet. Okay. So we have a brackish lake named Rupshu. Okay. And towards the north of the Rupshu, we can see the Saskar range. Okay. An inaccessible region where the people and the cattle remain indoors for much of the year because of the cold condition present there. Okay. So we discussed in the southeastern region of if this is the Ladakh, and here we have the Rupshu river or Rupshu lake, which is having the brackish water. And here we have the Saskar range. Saskar range is drained by Saskar river. Okay. Karakoram range here. Karakoram range extends as Ladakh range. Okay. Clear? So, as we said, Ladakh majorly comprising, or Ladakh majorly consists of the parts of Himalayas. That makes it an important area of habitat or different types of that important area because of the glacial condition present there. Okay. So, the geographical location make it the environmentalists to demand it to include in the 6th schedule to prevent its exploitation. Okay.